Well, March is Kidney Awareness Month, observed annually to raise awareness about kidney health and promote early detection of kidney disease. It also provides an opportunity to highlight the importance of organ donation. Local 4's Artavius Edmond has a unique story on the ultimate act of kindness.
Finding a match for organ donation can be difficult, but that wasn't the case for a mother and daughter from Gibbon. That's because Jamie Warrington wanted to save her own daughter, which changed both of their lives forever. Isabel Izzy Warrington was born on July 24th of 2006 to Dan and Jamie Warrington. However, her parents didn't know their firstborn child would be then diagnosed with a life-threatening kidney disease, which every part of her early childhood would be taken away.
I remember doing school online because I was doing so much dialysis, and so a lot of my high school years are online, and so I missed out and just don't really have great memories of all that.
She, as a child, was sick a lot and at the doctors a lot with just minor infections, and she was our first child, so we didn't know any different. It was about 2.5 years old when she had a reoccurring infection, and we found that she was spilling protein in her urine, and then from there it spiraled out of control.
Izzy was diagnosed with nephrotic syndrome, FSGS, which causes the body to lose large amount of protein in the urine. Once doctors told Dan and Jamie the news about Izzy's disease, they began to search for answers.
It was a smooth transition at the beginning because it was like, oh, we can get through this. And then as weeks and then years passed by, we realized that this was going to be a lifelong journey for us, but it's one of those things that you can never really prepare yourself as a parent.
With each new treatment, both parents were hopeful it would be the answer.
We started with the typical steroid. They were hoping that it would kind of snap her body out of it after 6 weeks, 3 months.
But it didn't work. Doctors tried everything. Dan and Jamie sought other medical opinions before Isabel received her transplant. She eventually made her way to Children's Nebraska and UNMC, where she met Dr. Veronica Taylor.
Isabel was on peritoneal dialysis, and we know that a kidney transplant is our optimal therapy for all children and adolescents with kidney failure. Once a patient has kidney failure, we refer them for kidney transplant evaluation.
But Izzy mom says they hope they could avoid a surgical option.
From the very beginning, our nephrology team did tell us that she would eventually need a kidney. I kept saying if, and the nephrologist would say when. We would argue back and forth. I had a lot of faith and thought maybe we wouldn't even need it.
Jamie put her faith in action by applying to a program that Nebraska Medicine offers called In Exchange, where living donors can donate their kidney to transplant more healthy kidneys into other people who might otherwise die.
They said if that was the better route and we could find her the kidney that would be the best fit for her, then that would be fine, and I would still give my kidney to another patient.
As it turns out, she was a match for her daughter. Jamie jumped at the chance to give life to her firstborn after 15 years of a long kidney journey.
For organ donation, it was one day of pain for a lifetime of change.
All there was left to do was give life to Izzy.
In October of 2023 is when we got to put a date on our calendar, and that was refreshing. And then the morning of, I know she was really nervous, but I mean, we made light of it on our way there. We were like, it's the day. I mean, we celebrated a little bit, and it was good.
The day that she had her transplant, I was expecting a long, drawn out, maybe 2 days where she was just not feeling well, not, being very healthy. And watching her come out of anesthesia, and the first thing she's asking did it work? Did it work? And yeah, it's working.
And doctors agreed.
She was very lucky in that she had a living donor, and living donation is what we prefer for our pediatric and adolescent patients, because living donor kidneys tend to have better outcomes, they tend to last longer, and there's less risk of rejection.
Now Izzy and her mom share a kidney, but it doesn't stop there.
We get along really well. We're very similar. And she taught me a lot about self-advocacy.
The Warrentons have a mural in downtown Kearney that's dedicated to Izzy and expresses the importance of Donate Life America. The Warrentons continue their advocacy of organ donation as they participate in an annual kidney walk, which is a part of the Nebraska Kidney Association, to provide resources that ensures Nebraskans with kidney disease continuing living the good life. I also have a story on from my own. I recently celebrated my 14th anniversary of receiving my transplant in January of 2011.